Welcome to Off Your Game, episode 13. Brother Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Are you recovering from the flu?
Yeah, it's much better today.
Okay, you sound much better as
I
well.
can talk. Yesterday my voice was really ropey, but
Gone, is it?
today
But
is
you weren't.
much better.
How's the coughs going and all that?
I haven't coughed much today. I think it's
Is
going
it
away now.
going
Touch
away?
wood.
Let me just put the touch wood, brother Josh. Touch wood. Right, so Off Your Game with Josh and Ronnie. We are recording on a Friday evening. It's obviously the transfer window is closing in some countries, or it has closed in Germany and in Italy. It's still going to go on until midnight South African time for us here in South Africa. And obviously in the UK, that's 11 o'clock UK time. And Saudi Arabia, for some reason, are middle of September. So if you want to buy any players, you've got till mid-September, the Saudi Arabians. But Josh, just quickly, I know we're going to get into
There might be no players left in the European leagues by 20th of September.
Exactly. Just quickly, your thoughts on the Salah situation before we get properly into it.
I think that it's a tough one, but if 200 million is offered, then you can't really refuse it. But they have to invest that into the squad, plus another 100 million at least, which I would spend normally, net spend. So 300 million into the squad, plus whatever they can get from sales next season, in January and next summer.
Yeah. Okay. I was just confirming that you don't expect them to spend it with an hour to go.
No, obviously not. Salah won't be sold tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, he won't be sold tonight. I don't know if they're going to offer that much in January or next season, but they've got unlimited funds, so they can offer anything. So it can be more next time. So it doesn't matter if he's 31, 32, 21, they will just offer.
Well, Salah's a special case as well because of the fact that he's Arab and it's a huge, obviously a cultural icon. So
no, 100%. That's something that I thought about as well when it comes to this. Right, let's add this show into the stream. So we'll just quickly run through things there. Obviously, all of these teams are in Europe. So let me just see, what was that? Oh, cool. Yeah, so all these teams are in Europe. So we'll have a look at where they are, except for Aston Villa, because I didn't bother getting the screenshot of the Conference League. But they also have a very interesting group of teams that we've never heard of before as well. So we're going to see how that one goes. Brother Josh, right, let's go to last week's game. So Josh, your thoughts on last week? I see I've got now obviously the Burnley game? Is that Burnley? Burnley,
the games
I've got that. Yeah?
The games I watched were a bit of Arsenal Fulham, United Forest, obviously Liverpool and Newcastle.
What an interesting game. Let me just take this
United and City.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's talk about Arsenal Fulham. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, once again, the Tinker Man, eh? There was somebody that used to be the manager of Leicester that's nickname was the Tinker Man. Mr. Ranieri.
my buddy, Claudio.
Claudio Ranieri, the Tinker Man. Yeah, obviously, games changes with goals, and obviously Arsenal trying this inverted thing that's now coming about, playing three central defenders at the back and a holding midfielder as your inverted player. So obviously there was a miscommunication when Saka in the first couple of minutes just did a normal basic pass into no man's land because Thomas Partey inverted and Ben White didn't read his man. And then obviously Pereira, who scuffed his shot, that actually looked quite funny. Scuffed his shot and the ball completely scuffed off his foot, and it obviously went in, and then the whole game changes. Arsenal dominated. The XG was over 3. They had so many chances, but then again, despite the fact that Fulham's XG was 0.6, they could have scored 3 goals easily. So a very, very weird game, very exciting for neutrals and Fulham fans, but it's not working at the moment for Arsenal. But I think what Arteta's trying to do is either trying to confuse himself, confusing the fans, or confusing the players on the field, the opposition as well as his own. But yeah, disappointing draw. But I'm not. I'm not like these people that's over going overboard. First of all, comparing it to last season. With regards to results, up until the United game last season, Arsenal won all their games. So I'm not too hectic, with regards to. I do understand what Arteta's trying to do. It's not working, but I understand what he's trying to do. Your side on the either if I don't know what you watched of the Fulham game. Did you see the start of it? What did you make of what
Well,
you saw?
I didn't see a lot because I was watching United Forest.
Okay, because it was
They
at the
played at
same
the same
time.
time.
Uh huh.
But I saw the end of the Fulham game.
Yeah.
That's it. The last few minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So it's difficult to comment because there was
Mm.
so much stuff that happened in the game. But like I said, so Arsenal just getting to grips with this new formation. It's a huge blow, the Timber injury. A new player that came in, and there's so many backlash from that with regards to the situation with Arsenal, because they obviously invested quite a bit in him. They invested quite a bit in Havertz and Rice. They couldn't sell anybody for any decent fees. So that's why Arsenal's not bringing anyone in today, even though they are short. So
Well, they
it
got
seems like they, yeah,
34 million for Balogun.
yeah, it's probably 25. If well, it's 34 million euros plus add-ons, and then obviously Xhaka was the only other one that brought in significant. And when I say significant, over 20 million, it's obviously not significant in today's markets, but obviously that's the only decent money that Arsenal got in. They got like 10 million for Turner, and that's only after add-ons. They are
Tina
about to
Turner.
sell. They're about to sell Holding for 4 million. I mean, there's kids going for 30 million. So Holding, and whether he's rated or not, experienced Premier League
Tony,
player.
that's illegal.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. So, so I think Arsenal's going to be short. I don't know if they can do business in January. They will be short for the first half of the season, and they're going to have, like I said in previous podcasts, whether it's audio or on my Gunning Truth show, Arsenal's going to be ropey. They're going to be up and down, which is a problem because City will be away by then. Josh, your thoughts on Liverpool? That's the game you watched in full.
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was interesting, eh? Quite a game.
Yeah, I watched the whole game as well. But your thoughts?
Happy, happy. Obviously fortuitous,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought if Liverpool could stay in once they got to the first half, once they were 1-0 down at half time, then if they could stay in the game up until the last 15 minutes, they would have a chance. That's what I felt. Obviously, it's unlikely. It's
Yeah.
not. It's maybe a 1 in 10 shot that you equalize even,
Yes.
but it's a possibility. I think I said it to you that Eddie Howe or the players, whoever you can put the blame on, but I don't think they went for the throat now.
No, 100%.
Obviously, I'm on great save from Allison onto the post. Amron hit the post. When Amron hit the post the second time, I thought to myself, this might be Liverpool's night because they're
Yeah, I thought
getting a
so
bit
too.
unlucky here.
Yeah.
Gordon
Just
going off changed the game. I was
yeah.
shocked by Gordon's brilliant
Shocked.
performance. I've never
Same
seen
here.
him play like that.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm just as you busy speaking, just checking out news as it comes in. It looks like João Cancelo and João Felix are both going to be Barcelona players. I don't know how they're going to get it right to register them. So just as I know that we're now changing things, and yeah. So that's the big-ish news, because obviously it is kind of Premier League news because Felix was on loan at Chelsea and Cancelo is a Man City player, so they will both go on loan. I don't know how they're going to register them. I have no idea. But maybe Brown
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way. But Josh, just you can continue your point there. Sorry that I just had to get that in.
No, that's yeah, and two great strikes for Darwin.
Yeah, I thought that was fantastic finishes, something that I think he will do regularly if he gets into those spots. But just on the points leading up to the sending off, obviously, would you say that Trent Alexander is at fault? Well, he is at fault for the goal. And then because of that, with regards to Van
I
Dijk.
have a question regarding the send off. Am I wrong in saying that because my understanding of the rule was that if you go for the ball, if you attempt to win the ball as the last man and you bring the player down, it's not a red card. It's only if you don't attempt, if it's a foul, it's a professional foul, if you like. Am I wrong in saying that?
You're probably not wrong, but I can guarantee you that the rule changed and we just didn't know about it. I think the rule has changed. It's amazing. There's
You
like
think it was a red card?
Yeah, I thought definitely it was a red card. Yeah. But I don't know what the current rules are. So it might have changed as we were busy speaking. But I thought it was red. And I think the referee, not that I believe the referees that was in there, they also thought so on Be In Sport, the referee that was on there. I don't know what do you watch the halftime chats or do you do something else during halftime?
I saw Dermot guy who hates Liverpool. He said it was a red card.
Yeah. No, I think it was a red card in my opinion. So deserved sending off. Has there been any news on Van Dijk that was apparently had some colourful language to the officials? Has he been banned further? What's the story there?
There was talk of him getting a second game back. But that's another thing I don't understand. Why are some red card 3 matches and some red card 1 matches?
Obviously 3
1 match,
if it's violent conduct, and then 1.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So just there wasn't any violence in that.
But there was towards the referee.
Yeah. So just your thoughts on Trent Alexander, the Liverpool defense on the counter. They obviously have Aston Villa. That's quite a good team when it comes to the counter attack.
Trent is a how do you solve a question like Trent?
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Klopp's gonna persist with Trent. It's simple as that. They're just gonna have to cover.
Yeah, help your man out, as they say. So, what's the story now going forward? Because Van Dijk and Konate out for long or what? Because he was injured,
but he won't play against Villa. He'll be back after the international break.
Oh, okay, so it's Gomez and
Matip.
Okay, so is Gomez fit?
As far as I know.
Okay. Was he on the bench on?
He played against.
Did he play?
Remember, he came on.
Oh, he came on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I'm just making sure because I'm not trying to figure out.
He came on for Virgil. When Virgil got taken off, he came on. Diaz went off.
Now the thing is, man, because Gomez, these guys are injury prone. Gomez, Konate, so I have to just double check. Matip as well, yeah, but he seems to be good to go. Yeah. So how do you go about the forward line now? Because do you just keep Nunes on the bench, especially with Villa coming now, low block, counter attack, etc.
I think Nunes will start.
And then what's the front three? It's obviously Nunes, Salah, and I'm assuming Gakpo or
Diaz.
Diaz, Nunes, Salah. Have I got that right?
I would think so, yeah. Maybe I'll stick with Gakpo. Klopp likes Gakpo a lot. So.
Yeah, and he tends to play always, since he signed.
Most of the time,
yeah.
He's his new Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Firmino. Just your thoughts on Tottenham quickly. They've obviously been quite impressive.
Not on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Gee whiz, out of the Carabao Cup. Oh my goodness, the energy drink trophy. But yeah, I don't know if you've watched them, Brother Josh.
I have. I watched Tottenham.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on them?
Yeah, they were good against Bournemouth. Jason Bournemouth.
So
the first team, as the Tottenham fans will say, they're all going on. The first team is very competitive. Let's put it.
Yeah,
they're very good, but very competitive.
Yeah, very competitive. Yeah.
But there's no strength in depth.
Yeah, as seen with the other game. Madison's been
Although
quite
apparently
good.
they're signing. I think they've signed Johnson, have they not?
Not confirmed yet, but it's almost done. Yeah. Ornstein said that it's done. 30, is it 40? Gee, was 40 odd million.
Not that I rate Johnson that highly, but we'll see. It's a lot of money for him.
I don't think anyone rates him that highly, but that's what was
clearly
asked,
Tottenham do.
That's what they. Well, I think they have to pay that.
Well, they don't have to buy him.
Yeah. Liverpool reject. That's old news. They reject a verbal 150 million for Salah. Crazy stuff. Yeah, so it's 47.5 million fixed and a 10% sell-on clause. That is Brennan Johnson to Tottenham from Nottingham Forest. So they've bought like 5 players today alone.
If he's worth almost 50 million, what is Brighton and Wembley worth?
Exactly. Ridiculous is money.
48 and a half.
Yeah. 47.75 million. Josh,
who would you rather have? Honestly speaking, who would you rather have? Not Johnson or Awanini.
I do like that Awanini guy because he's a different type of a striker. I would want Awanini, definitely. If you ask me between the two.
So you go to Forest and give him 50 million for Awanini.
Yeah. Maybe he's not for sale or at that price or something. I don't know. I see Brighton, despite their good start, losing to West Ham, counter-attacking goals again. That was mad. Didn't expect that.
Brighton, up and down. So they can be up and down.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Your thoughts on the City late win? They dominated, then they conceded, and then boom. 1, 2, 3, goal.
I saw Sheffield United score, and then I thought to myself, City are going to score. There's no doubt about it.
Same, exactly the same for me. But let me just see.
Rodri seems like the talisman this season.
Yeah, he's scoring goals now from deep. He's quite a remarkable player. Righto. So, what's the time now? Isn't it almost time? Yeah. So, obviously, a Friday night game, the first ever game at Luton's home ground. It's about 4 minutes in. Just your thoughts, Josh, on Luton. They're obviously going to struggle this season, you think?
Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield United don't look too promising as promoted teams.
Promoted teams, yeah. Any one of the 3 that you think could possibly stay up? Burnley as the only one?
Well, I said Burnley, but doesn't mean a good start.
No, definitely.
But then again, look at Bournemouth last season. They started horrifically, and they ended up finishing almost mid-table.
Yeah, no, you're all right. I'm just trying to get the score up here, so it's still 0-0.
You know, it would be funny if Chelsea got relegated.
Yeah, don't know what to say about that. Let's just see what game. Obviously, we'll get to Arsenal United now. Let's just quickly look at. Okay, how about
that Sheffield United Everton game is going to be a very interesting game, I think, because
it's a big one and nice early kickoff.
If Everton don't get anything from that game, I know it's only the 4th game of the season, but they're in horrendous trouble.
Yeah. Am I right in saying they haven't scored a goal yet?
I think they have scored 1 goal.
Oh. I saw their new striker scored now the other day in
the last game, if I'm not mistaken.
In the last game, yeah. Let me just go to matches here quickly. So, your thoughts on Burnley Tottenham? Obviously, you just said now Burnley don't look too promising. So, Tottenham should get the 3 points there. Chelsea probably going to continue their good form, you reckon?
Yeah, I think they'll beat at home. They'll beat Forest.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get to match week 1 here, but so far, Everton haven't. Yeah, they lost 1-0 to Fulham, 4-0 to Aston Villa, and 1-0 to Wolves. So they have not scored a goal in the league yet. However, they just signed a Brazilian guy. I can't remember his name, and he scored just as he came on, even though it was against a really poor team that they struggled against on Wednesday afternoon. Right, so I see Brighton, Newcastle. That's going to be interesting tomorrow.
Is he in the Brazil national team?
No, he's not. Richarlison is.
Richarlison is in the Brazil national team, and we know how shockingly bad Richarlison is. He can't even trap a ball. Prove, lad. Man like Richarlison. Yeah. Richarlison.
Brighton, Newcastle, Josh. Interesting game. Brighton just losing to West Ham. What do you think about that one? Newcastle 2 losses in a row, even though it's to top teams. And then
I think Newcastle are going to come back and win that one.
Is it? So a second consecutive home loss for Brighton and Hove and Albion. in brother Josh's opinion.
My prediction.
Your thoughts on the Liverpool game? We'll get to Arsenal separately now. Arsenal United.
Tough. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, I expect to win it at Anfield, but there's no guarantees.
No guarantees, yeah. Yeah, they've obviously got some really good players. Watkins, is it Diaby?
Diaby.
Good defenders. I don't know what's going on with me. I just can't get to the names of the guys now. But Emre's obviously playing good. Torres, that's the name. Yeah, I really like him.
Cash scored 2 goals last week.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, he scored twice, and then they just got through to the Conference League. They just they beat the team 5-0 and 3-0, so 8-0 on aggregate. I think they beat Hibernian, the Birmingham of Scotland. So we'll see how that one goes. Righto, Josh. Just quickly on some of the stories you've already said. Your piece on the Salah situation. About an hour ago, Salah.
Yeah, before the end of the Saudi window.
Oh, you think he'll go like now, as in within the next couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Wow. There we go. That is Josh's hot take before
That's my prediction. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I reckon I don't disagree with you, but then again,
everyone's got a price. Eh?
Everyone's got a price. So you reckon they will just go higher the whole time, and Liverpool will just have to. Something like that's the situation like that.
I think 200 is if they offer 200, you can't really turn it down.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, only if Salah wants to go, and I think he does.
Yeah, no. According to quite a few people, well, whether they are in the know or not in the know, quite a few people reckon that will get. Well, he wants to go. So if
he didn't want to go, why would they be bidding?
That's also another thing. That's a very good point. Josh, I don't know if you heard, but Painia, apparently that deal is off for some reason. I don't know what went wrong.
I did hear that.
The German window's obviously closed, so if they said it's not done, then it's not done, even though his father is pictured.
It's pity for Bayern because I would have thought they could win the Champions League if they got Painia.
Yeah.
With Harry Kane. They already got Harry Kane.
And apparently that doesn't affect the Gravenberch deal. So it sounds like the Gravenberch deal will still take place. You happy with that signing for Liverpool?
Well, we've spoken about it. You don't think Gravenberch is very good. You've seen more of him than me. So you're the better person to ask.
Yeah, but initially you wanted him early in the window and then you changed. Why did you change your mind?
I haven't really seen him play, if I'm honest. So I'm only going on what people have said.
Okay.
Quite a few people have said he's not as good as
what
Klopp clearly thinks he is.
Yeah, okay. So my opinion is that he will work for Liverpool. He just didn't work for Bayern Munich in their system that they play. And obviously he's played like 4 games, which is remarkable. The fee that they are getting. I think I sent it to you today sometime.
Yeah, you did.
The fee that they're getting for someone that's only played 4 games. But I think he could
double
work.
In price, didn't they pay?
Yeah, I think he could work.
But I guess that's the market.
You just have to. Unfortunately, you have to pay. But tears to City. Your thoughts on that one? Geez, it seems like they've got enough players, and then they went to go and buy this guy for 17 million net spend.
17 or 17?
17. They got 47 million for a academy player to Chelsea, and they paid 62 million for him. Yeah. So it's a net spend of 17 million for Matthias.
What's your opinion on Palmer to Chelsea with 47 million?
I am flabbergasted. I rate the player. Did really well against Arsenal. He's got a good left foot. In the Community Shield, he scored an awesome goal. And obviously, minus against the Arsenal, he's looked good for Man City and in the under-21s whenever he's played. And for England under-21. But that's ridiculous. My word. Apparently, Chelsea were in for Smith Rowe. Earlier, like 2 weeks ago, they wanted to do a swap. Mudryk,
I heard you.
Mudryk for Smith Rowe, loan both ways. So it just shows you how they wasted their money, and I don't know. They spent over £1 billion, so that's now finally been converted to pounds after all this signings that they've done. They've obviously sold as well, much better than Arsenal.
Well, they have a hell of a lot of players to sell, so
yeah,
they should
so
sell a few players.
yeah, so one every two should command a decent fee. I see Man United, they haven't announced Amrabat yet, but Johnny has re-signed, Johnny Evans, and then they've got Reguilon. Despite a couple of days ago, Cucurella was close, but it sounds like they didn't want to pay a very high loan fee to Chelsea. And this Reguilon, apparently, it's Tottenham can call him back in January. Some clause.
They don't want him back, I don't think.
Well,
United want to give him back. I don't think Tottenham want him back.
yeah. Well, that's what they said is in that January. If they want him back, then they can. So it's not that full season loan, even though I think he will stay the full season. And then Amrabat, fantastic Moroccan player that did really well during the World Cup. Plays for Fiorentina, did well in the Europa Conference League run. Have you got any opinion on Amrabat? Any opinion on the three United signings?
I like Amrabat, good player. And the thing I like about him also is that he didn't take the money and go to Saudi. He wanted to play for a big club. Played a big league for a big club.
Can respect that.
Yes.
No, 100%. Your thoughts on Evans and Reguilon, just in terms of the types of players?
Top players.
I still can't get over it. I know I've mentioned it before, but there was a social media post from Everton where the coach is clearly saying you need to attack this space from the attacking midfielder because Johnny Evans is coming tomorrow. That's at Everton, and then he ends up going to Man United. So that's one of the funniest things that I will take from this window, if I can call it that. Lukaku to Roma. Brother Josh, it just seems like this guy is raking in all the money. Chelsea can't sell him. It's been a difficult selling window, I must say, for the English teams because of this exorbitant monies and wages that they're putting on these players. Have you got any thoughts? You think he'll do well? Obviously, Mourinho, that sold him at Chelsea, that sold him at Man United, and now he's coming to Roma.
A lot of players that Mourinho gets rid of come back to him.
Somehow. Hey, it's amazing.
Even isn't Matic playing for Mourinho?
He just left for a French club. He did, yes, 2 years, and then he just left for a French club a couple of weeks ago. So he was also sold. And then obviously we've already discussed
we'll
Johnson.
see. I'm not sure how Lukaku will do.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think they're in the Europa League, so they might come up against Liverpool somewhere along the line. Righto, the big game for me. It's not Arsenal versus Tottenham. It's the Mancunians of Manchester. Just want to punch these guys in their faces. Can't stand them. But it seems like Erik ten Hag has the wood over Arteta. Absolutely massive. I think they call it the MLS Association.
Didn't Arsenal win the last game they played?
No, Man United won 2-0. In was it New York?
No, but I'm talking about proper game.
I've been told the last week that the last game was 2-0 to United. Everybody's telling me. So, I have to listen to the people, I guess. But yeah, Arsenal 3-2 winners in January. Obviously, Rashford scored. The Little Butcher scored as well. Quite a phenomenal player, the Little Butcher. And then obviously Nketiah scored twice and Saka scored in January. Now, very good game. I thought that was a really good game. Both sides played well. Josh, your thoughts? It's a tough one.
I'm thinking. I think Arsenal will win.
Yeah, I think so too. But United, they'll come with a plan. They're going to try to be physical. Arsenal will probably go back to 4-3-3. They'll probably have
punch people in the face.
Yeah, like Lisandro Martinez, the bastard. Yeah, I've gone 3-1 to Arsenal. Come again?
Varane is out.
Yeah, Varane is out. Shaw is out. They've bought Reguilon, so Reguilon or Delo might play left back.
I don't think Reguilon will start.
You won't, yeah, but he will be in the squad. Erik ten Hag said that he will be in the squad, and Højlund as well will make his
apparently
debut.
He's going to cut the oranges at half time.
Yeah. Jeez, I remember those days, the cricket days when we had oranges in between the breaks, and when I played rugby, we had oranges. Always oranges. There was never any.
Garnacho's going to make the team.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously Rashford up against Ben White. Rashford destroyed him last season in both games. Saka will be up against Delo or
You
Reguilon.
think Gabriel Magalhaes will be back?
Yeah, I think we're going to go back to the normal standard 4-3-3. So I think it will be Ramsdale in goals, Zinchenko left back, right back, White, Saliba, Gabriel. And I think he's going to go Rice and Partey. I think it will be basically the same team that played
Havertz
against...
dropped.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dropped. I'll just say rotated out. Let's be nice with the guy, man.
Rotated out.
Rotated out. I think it will be
You
the
can't
same
see what
team
Havertz
that
done.
played...
Air off down the lane.
Yeah, I think it will be the same team that played against City, where Declan Rice is the left 8 and not Havertz. And then obviously Havertz played as a 9 against City. I keep saying the same team that played City, and then I remember Timber will be out, Havertz won't play. I think that will be the only changes. So no
You think
Timber
Eddie
and
will
Havertz
start?
from... I think Eddie will start. Yeah, Jesus is fit, but just that knee procedure that he had, he might need till after the international break. They had like an insertion into his knee just to clean things out there. So I don't think he will play. And then for United, Onana, what you say, will be in goal. One of the greatest comedians of all times as a goalkeeper. They will have Wan Bissaka up against Martinelli. They will have Reguilon or Delo against Saka. Their defense, I don't know who's going to be on the right side. It's obviously the little butcher.
Their defense is in trouble. Get us in the room.
That's got to be the worst song ever, even though I keep singing it. Who do you think will play? Maguire, Lindelof, probably Lindelof, or Evans?
No, Lindelof.
Lindelof, yeah. So Lindelof. And
I think the midfield will be Casemiro, Ericsson, and Fernandes.
Fernandes, yeah. So that
Fernandes.
will be it. Fernandes. And then it will obviously be Antonius. I don't think they'll play Jaden on the right. I think it's going to be Martial and Rashford. Do you have anything else there? Their front three?
I think Martial and Rashford and Højlund will come off the bench.
The bench, yeah. So you're going Anthony on the right as well.
Yeah, he keeps playing. Anthony's his guy. He's G.
So he will play, yeah. Your score, I'm going 3-1. I'm not comfortable with that, saying that, but that's just the prediction that I've had this whole week.
2-1.
2-1, okay. Another non-clean sheet for the Arsenal.
At home, 20 in a row that would be.
Yeah, true. Europe, brother Josh, Europe. Brother Josh, Liverpool's not here today. No, they were. They were drawn today, but not in this competition. Josh, your thought, your words was, and I ask for forgiveness. Shit teams in the Champions League. Your thoughts on the Champions League? Harry Kane.
You guys are monetization. Oh wait, we're not getting any money, so it's fine. We can swear up a store.
Group A, brother Josh. Kane and Zaha coming to Old Trafford.
If Paulinho signed for Bayern with Harry there, I was going to support them in the Champions League this season.
So you're going to go with United? You're going to support United in the season?
No, I think not. Unless Dennis Irwin is playing for them. No.
I think he's the new attacking coach. He's replaced a certain South African.
Let me leave that alone. Okay, Bayern and United, I think we'll go through from that group.
Okay. You think United will go second? Will get second?
Yeah.
Not first? Oh, wow. Okay.
Not first. Not with Harry there. Man like Harry. Hat trick at Old Trafford.
Do you think Arsenal have any chance of making it through in this group?
Small chance, yeah. If they can beat Lyon.
Group C, brother Josh? Can't wait to get to Group F.
I think Braga and Union Berlin will go through.
Oh my goodness.
Braggadocious.
Braggadocious. Okay, so just quickly, your two for Group B and C. Sevilla, Arsenal, you reckon? Or do you think PSG?
Yeah, Napoli, Madrid. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think in Group D? Do you think Inter and Benfica? Salzburgo.
Yes.
What the heck is that? Oh, it was taken from an Italian thing. Why are they calling them Salzburgo? Goodness. Group E.
What's your opinion about Group E?
No, I don't rate Atletico. Feyenoord, I rate their coach. Not so much the team. Lazio up and down, and Celtic. I honestly don't know who's going to go. I'll go Atletico Feyenoord. But it's going to be like
I'll go
close, like 8
Atletico
points.
Lazio.
Okay, brother Josh. Can we just skip F quickly? Group G, Leipzig to finish second. I don't want to say anything else because I think there's
Young
record
boys.
scores. Young boys. There's going to be record scores there. I think City's going to score loads of goals. Red Star Belgrade. Gee whiz.
How many goals do you think Haaland will get in the group stage?
10. Less than last. Did he get more than 10 last season? He got 12, didn't
Something like that. What, in the whole thing?
No, in the group stages. How much did he get in the group stages?
Not 12. I think.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm saying he's going to get 10 in the group stages alone. So 10 goals in 6 games. Do you agree with Barcelona Porto in Group H?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. Right, Group F, Brother Josh. Welcome to the Magpies, the cartoons. Then let's just quickly wait for Josh to reconnect. Josh, you
I'm
just
back.
went off there quickly. Yeah.
I'm going to
your
go
thoughts on Group
PSG Newcastle.
I'm actually going to agree with you there. Dortmund, their defense is shocking, and AC Milan's going to be up and down this season, I think. So I'm actually, I'm agreeing with you entirely. Do you think there's any chance that Newcastle might win the group, Brother Josh?
There's a chance. I mean, PSG are always flattered to deceive, so going to St. James's Park on a Tuesday or Wednesday night is never going to be easy.
Especially if it's going to be December. I don't know, the fixtures aren't out yet. It's quite cold there in December, eh? Very cold. Very cold.
Like 32 degrees?
Yes. Right. Fahrenheit. Gee whiz. Josh, your thoughts on the Europa League? When I sent you the I didn't obviously get to hear from you when I sent it earlier. Your thoughts on the Europa League? Is it something that you are going to be bothered with? What's your thoughts?
Probably when it gets to the knockout stage more.
Knockouts, yeah, fair enough, yeah. Do you know? I know you know Toulouse. Do you
Assuming
know
Liverpool get to the knockout.
Do you know any of the teams in their group? I know you probably know Toulouse from France. Do you know LASK and Union Stade Genois?
I know LASK.
Okay, so then you do know them. Do you think West Ham will get out of their group? They're playing Bachka Topola.
Who's the other team? Freiburg,
Olympiacos, West Ham. I think they'll get through. You've got a bit of European pedigree.
They should do.
European.
They got a lot more money than the other teams.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ajax must say that's an interesting group for Brighton. Ike Athens. I think they're hosting the final of the Conference League final. They're hosting. So maybe
the final of the Europa League in Dublin.
Dublin or Ireland, and then is it Wembley, the Champions League?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
you tell me.
I think it's if I ask you, then I probably don't know either. But I think it is.
Was the last final at Wembley Barcelona and Man United?
That's a good question. I have a feeling it wasn't. I must just check that one out again. I think there might have been one. Was Dortmund Bayern before or after? Before.
After, but that was 2013. But that was that at Wembley?
Bayern Dortmund was
then
at
that
Wembley.
Was the last one. That was 2013.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll see how Brighton
I
goes.
still hate Gundogan because Gundogan has cost Klopp 2 trophies. It cost
two trophies, yeah.
The Champions League and the Premier League.
Let me just get Brother Josh on here. Righto, Brother Josh, we've come to the end of today's show. Have you got any hot takes for this upcoming weekend? You already had a hot take. Salah will
my hot take is Salah to Saudi. That's my
to Saudi Arabia. There we go. My hot take is
for 300 million.
For 300 million. Yeah, my hot take is that there will be nothing exciting over the next couple of hours as the window closes. That's my hot take for today. And then I think there will be 2 flares thrown at the Luton West Ham game because there is a little bit of, there's a bit of history there with Luton and West Ham.
Have you seen the new craze at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
I'm listening. I probably missed it.
They're throwing paper aeroplanes at the corner takers of the opposition team.
Oh yes, I saw that. Where are the days when at the Camp Nou they used to throw pigs' heads at Luis Figo? Oh my goodness, it's amazing how
Yeah,
soft it's
and
gotten recently.
bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, bottles of whiskey. Brother Josh, we've come to the end of today's show. Have a awesome weekend. I hope you have a fantastic day. What's your plans for the weekend, Brother Josh? Any golf?
Hopefully, yes. We'll see about the weather. I'll see what the weather's like.
Yeah, it might rain, might not rain. You never know at the end of the day. But all of the best, Brother Josh. Keep safe.
Same
See
to you.
soon.
Good luck for
Bye-bye.
United.
Thank you, Brother Josh. Good luck.